Black don't crack, but it can sag, it can fold, and sometimes it can be downright disrespectful if you're not taking good care of it. If you're over 30 and you want to either get or keep your skin looking smooth, snatched, and glowing, this is your easy anti-aging skincare guide, even if you don't have a single clue about skincare. We're talking about it all. We're talking about your daytime routine, your nighttime routine, chemical peels, cosmetic procedures. Oh, girl, I'm even gonna talk about the things that almost nobody talks about when it comes to skin. Melanin is magic, but sis, even magic is gonna need some maintenance, so here we go. One thing you might realize is yesterday's skincare is not today's skincare, especially after 30. Our skin gets drier as we age, and you want to hydrate and moisturize as much as possible. Like right now, I'm wondering if this new camera is picking up the petrolatum that I had to rub on my face before I did this video because there's a dry patch, here and here. Even if you have oily skin like me, which means during the colder months or, times when your skin is just like, you know what, just gonna act up out of nowhere, you might need to switch to richer and more nourishing products, even if you have oily skin like me. So in the morning, you want to cleanse with a gentle cleanser for your skin type and your current skincare needs. Next, if you are short on time or short on patience, which is, also a common feature after 30, you can go right from cleansing to a multitasking moisturizer with sunscreen. So you get all the benefits and things that you need in one product. This new super cream from Olay combines 5 skincare benefits, and it moisturizes and it has sunscreen, so you can get your protection from the environmental stressors that are all up and throughout the day, which also prematurely age the skin without needing a bunch of steps. Now, the extra steps are cool because even sometimes I have extra steps. Now, if y'all finna to be up in these comments talking about, our ancestors and people in Africa today don't wear sunscreen, so why should we? You might as well take all your skincare products and throw them in the trash. Because the sun makes many of the things that you are trying to tackle, like texture and hyperpigmentation, worse. So you might fuck around and not wear sunscreen, but baby, you will find out. By the way, these are 2 examples of moisturizers with sunscreen that have additional benefits, and they're both from Black-owned brands. Both of these are gonna help moisturize and brighten the skin and protect you from the sun. So we have the Hyper Daily Invisible for All Sun Drops SPF 50, and then we have the Bolden Brightening Moisturizer SPF 30 with vitamin C. And then if you need it and you have the extra time, you can add in a hydration step and an antioxidant step. An antioxidant product is gonna help protect your skin from things that stress it out during the day, pollution, environmental stressors, UV, free radicals, your boss, we wish. I'll link to some examples of antioxidant products below in the description box. Now, obviously you cannot lift your way out of jowls or acne, but after 30, and especially after 40, you need to get your behind in the gym. Your body is having the biggest fight of its life with your mind, and unless you get in the gym, you're always going to lose. And yes, that includes weight training. After 30, and especially after 40, our bodies are basically falling apart, so you need this kind of workout to kind of put it back together. I have a personal trainer, but if that's not in the budget, just ask the people in the gym how to use the machines. Y'all, I complain about every step of my workouts, every second of the time that I am in the gym, but I still do it. I have gotten so used to getting up and coming to the gym that even when I don't want to go, even if there's like a snowstorm, my body just gets itself up, it gets dressed, and it goes to the gym. And let me tell you something, especially if you're watching this and you're in your 20s, regular exercise helps manage your stress, your metabolism, etc. If you're in your 20s and you're watching this, right? Come. Try to stay within a healthy weight range. Ain't nobody said get skinny. I said stay within a healthy weight range. That's going to be different for everybody. If you have a significant amount of weight to lose after 30, now remember, after 30, we're already losing facial fat, collagen, bone density. You're seeing muscle laxity. You're already seeing these things naturally after 30. But if you adding on losing weight, a significant amount of weight after that, you might have that very gaunt look to your face. They call it Ozempic face because, you know, it's the kind of drooping that happens after people lose a significant amount of weight from weight loss drugs. But you can get that even if you're not using weight loss drugs. Now, obviously, maintaining a healthy weight is way more important than worrying about facial droop. But let's talk about face droop for a second. And yeah, I messed up the continuity, you know, whatever. It's still entertaining, right? Ain't it? So after 25, we lose about 1% of collagen every year. And, you know, I'm 43, so we down 18, almost 19%, because I'll be 44 in August. But like I said earlier, we also lose bone density, facial fat, and the muscles in our faces become more lax as we age. Our skin is not just skin, thank goodness, because we be rolling around here looking like Jabba the Hutt. Bone, fat, and muscle also help to give our faces its look and its shape. And all of those things start to deteriorate as we age. And last time I checked, couldn't no moisturizer or serum, you know, account for, you know, bone density loss or the loss of facial fat. Now, allow past me from another video to quickly give you an analogy that should drive this point home when it comes to, you know, you're thinking that, you know, moisturizer is going to solve all our issues, which I wish it could, but, you know, the science ain't there yet. I don't think the science will ever be there yet. Kind of think of it like a balloon that was once filled with air and it's slowly deflating, right? You can put some moisturizer on that balloon and it's gonna give the balloon a nice radiant finish. That balloon is gonna look all moisturized and whatnot, but that moisturizer is not going to help with the fact that the balloon is slowly deflating. So hopefully that balloon analogy drove the point home, but this is exactly where cosmetic procedures come into play. You can start with something simple like at-home red light therapy. I did a test run on some of these devices and wait till you see what it did to my neck. You can check that out here, you know, after you finish watching this video. Red light therapy can help with improving the skin's elasticity. So to kind of give you an idea of what elasticity is, think of a rubber band. Now when a rubber band is all fresh and young out the factory, you snap it, that thing snaps back really quickly. But the more you use that rubber band got some years on it, got some experience, you know? You snap that rubber band back, take a little time for it to spring back to its shape. Red light therapy can also help with things like fine lines and wrinkles, skin rejuvenation, and collagen production. Remember we talked about collagen. Collagen is the protein that's in the skin that helps to keep it snatched. You know, that's that thing that we lose about 1% of, you know, each year after 25. Now, I'm about to get into a topic that, you know, might have y'all, you know, tussling in the comments, but, you know, go ahead and tussle because, you know, it adds to the engagement. But another way that you can address the signs of aging is through injectables like Botox and filler. In a nutshell, Botox works by temporarily relaxing the muscles, which can help with things like wrinkles, fine lines, nasolabial folds, and more. And yes, Botox is botulinum toxin, and I know that that sounds really scary. However, in science, it is the dose that makes the poison. I know I'm adding poison in it didn't make the case any better, but think of it like this. What would you rather take your chances with if you couldn't swim? A teaspoon of water or the ocean? Or like how every now and again, it's not the worst thing in the world to have a sugary treat, right? But if you keep eating and eating and eating all of that sugar, it's not gonna be good for you. So filler works by adding volume in areas where there may be some volume loss. So people typically will get filler in areas like their tear trough, which is the under eye area. They may get it in their cheeks, they may get it in their lips. You know, there's other areas people will get filler, but those are three pretty common areas. Now, both Botox and filler work in their own ways, but they're not going to be the answer for everything when it comes to skin aging. In some circumstances, you got to go deep, and that is where things like facelifts and other types of facial plastic surgery come into play. And
hello.
My cat.
Hi.
All up in the video. Thankfully, nowadays, these topics are way less taboo for people to talk about, and you'll have a lot of people talking about it openly, including people of color, which I think is a great thing. Because the more you're able to educate yourself on aesthetics, the less likely you are to wind up in a back alley some way getting black market Botox from Faces by Fanny. Listen, nobody can be more exhausted than me right now, but your nighttime routine is so important because as you sleep, you know, whether you sleep because you work during a day shift or a night shift or what have you, but when you go to sleep, your skin is working hard to repair itself and you want to help it with that process. You want to help it with that. Told you I was tired.
Take two.
You want to help that process along with amazing products, not day-old makeup and outdoor pollution, you know, because you can still have gunk on your face even if you're not wearing makeup. 3 of the best things that you can do for your skin at night include properly cleansing, using a retinoid, and moisturize. Now, obviously, you can also do the extra stuff like wash off, sheet mask, etc. But get the basics down first, because if you walk in all tired, you want to do your skincare routine, but you want to be able to do something quick and efficient without having to run through a gazillion steps. So for me, myself personally, some nights I might focus on hydration. A few times a week, I'll exfoliate. But no matter what I do, I am always very gentle when it comes to my skin. You know what I noticed? Y'all will get a skin issue, right? And you will be doing the absolute most, right? But in doing the most, you actually wind up doing the least for your skin. P.S. Quality sleep aids in healthy skin function. And speaking of skin issues, as we get older, some skin issues that can become more prevalent include hyperpigmentation, dullness and uneven skin tone, especially as cell turnover starts to slow down, acne, pores that appear to be more visible, dryness and dehydration, sagging jowls, under eye hollows, extra facial hair, and that's not even the full list. Right now is the time to start researching good skin of color pros in your area. And they don't have to be of color to know what to do with color, but you make sure you properly vet them because you can't just let any old body mess with your skin. Now, as we get older, sometimes we need a little bit more than what you can run down to the CVS or the Sephora and get. There is a whole world of professional treatments that can help us as we age. I'm talking chemical peels, prescription creams, RF microneedling, lasers, etc. I like Agency. They've been a supporter of this channel for the past 2 years, maybe like 2.5 years. But I like them because you can get some of these custom prescription formulas to help with things like texture, older, stubborn dark spots that they just was like, yo, try to get me to get off your skin. So with Agency, you can get custom prescription formulas to help you with your skin, and you're also under the guidance of a licensed dermatology provider. I'll link to them in the description. But as great as a service as that is, you know, it'd be kind of hard for them to give you like a chemical peel or like laser, you know, through the computer screen. The technology is not there yet. So in those circumstances, and for certain other types of skin issues, you do want to go in and see a pro face to face. But again, I cannot stress it more that you need to properly vet these pros. They need to have great reviews and they need to know what they are doing when it comes to skin of color, because there are certain treatments out there that are not for us. It's not for us. It's not for us. And some of these people who should know better will try to give you those treatments and jack your skin up. So make sure you do your research. Professionals treatments are amazing, and you shouldn't be scared to get certain professional treatments because when in the right hands, it can be done beautifully. You just got to use this and this and this to make sure that you are in the proper hands. And ain't that a damn shame that in 2025, we can't just walk in all willy-nilly into the place and expect people to know what to do with our skin. And this is in 2025. But you know, you gotta stay woke, y'all. You have also got to manage your stress. Stress is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to premature aging. That mess will mess up all inside and show up on the outside. Find a therapist, journal, take up yoga, get rid of them negative ass people from your life. Do whatever you gotta do to protect your peace and, have less stress in your life. Oh, and lay off the substances, lay off of them. Pretty sure there's certain things I can't say here on YouTube, but I think you know what I mean when I say substances. The way some of them substances just messes with your insides and shows up on your outside, you might as well get into a spaceship, fly all the way up to the sun, get out of the spaceship, no protection whatsoever, just you and the sun, just here with it. Cause you probably gonna look the same doing all of that as you doing these substances all hard and heavy. Now, as if I didn't tell you so much in this video, there's actually more that they do not tell you about aging and black and brown skin. And I'm talking about it here. Click on it and I will see you there.